So as we just continue to talk about materials, morale, and money and metrics, so many awesome topics here on Talking Nachos. I'm ready for my next guest from my team. So we're going to just let Mike introduce himself. Mike, what have you signed up to do to help dentists increase success, decrease stress, and reduce crying inside?
Yeah, so Mike Buckner, I'm Executive Vice President over at Pearl. And, a little bit of my background, I was very early on at some different dental tech companies. I'm kind of the dental tech nerd, love the technology. And when somebody said, hey, once you're in dental, you'll never leave, I thought, that's not true. And absolutely was true. So I was very early on.
You've been infected. You've been infected.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
always say this, like, to my team, especially the Brandons, I said, I went to school to be professionally weird. You guys have voluntarily signed up to help us. Maybe you need the most help of all. Maybe you need your own Lord Renner. The people who I work with, dentists, please help me. I say that in an awesome way, because the supporting world of who's out there helping dentists who don't have dental degrees like you is just awesome. So yeah, continue with your journey through dentistry here.
Yeah, thank you. So early on at Solution Reach, helped growing their partnership programs. I was very early on over at Dental Intelligence, and then also over at Weave. So helped grow a few of these dental tech companies. And what's been exciting is seeing this technology truly help the practices, because there comes to a point where really, in order to maximize production, profitability, and efficiency in the practice, we have to rely on technology.
Yeah.
And so I came across Pearl when I was actually consulting for a few different tech companies. And when I saw the technology, I knew that this was going to change dentistry. So what Pearl does, Pearl is, we've heard a lot about artificial intelligence. And what our artificial intelligence does, with our computer vision, we're able to take the x-rays that you're taking in your practices, 2D images. We're able to break those down pixel by pixel in real time. So as soon as you get an x-ray taken, we pull that digital image, we run it through our AI software, and then we're able to highlight all of the detections, all the pathology, everything that's going on that x-ray. And then really give the definition to it to show exactly where the caries is detected, how far into the dentin, how far into the enamel, showing periapical radiolucency, calculus, so we're showing all of these things to the team, but also showing it to the patient in a way that for the first time, they can actually see and understand what's going on these x-rays. It allows the dentist to present the data and to show them what's going on the x-ray and why we want to proceed with XYZ treatment.
I love that. I was did a great collaboration with Dr. Kyle Stanley and his sponsored course on being mentally resilient, which was great. So since he's a friend, I want to give you a free marketing tool. I think you guys should market this as an extra set of AI eyes, right? Because that's basically what it is. You can use that. Maybe give me credit or not, but
AI eyes. I like that.
And spell it AIYES, right? -YES, because what I can share with this context, and Dr. Aditi could, and Dr. Laura, when she was still practicing, was it's overwhelming, the number of bite wings you have to look at. And, you have associates working with you, you have hygienists, and it's just awesome to get some security of that extra set of AI eyes. And I mean, our practice is utilizing Pearl right now. My brother is enjoying working with the associates and using it. And I mean, we're having this discussion authentically. Is this something that you can use as a patient education tool and something at the end of the day to check on your notes? Or how are most dentists implementing this, in both ways? Or is your hygienist showing it to the patient?
Yeah, so there's a couple different ways, and I think it starts at the beginning of the day. So what our software is able to do is to go back and to scan the last 18 months of all of your x-rays in the practice. So we pull all of those in, we run them all through our AI software, and then we compare our findings with what's in the practice management software. So we're able to show all of the undiagnosed opportunity. We then put that into kind of like an AI generated schedule, so that when we're coming in, doing our morning huddles, and we're looking at the patients coming in, we can see highlighted on the schedule which patients have undiagnosed opportunity. Yeah. And that points the team in the right direction to say, okay, between 19 and 20, the patient came in 6 months ago, AI is highlighting this area here. Let's be sure we check that. So right. we're showing, and we're able to highlight undiagnosed opportunity. And then when the patient sees that on the x-rays, it's powerful. And in fact, we see a case acceptance increase between 25 and 30% on average, just being able to, the patient can see it, understand it, and truly it leads to case acceptance.
And I'll just share, technology is a tool, right? A CBCT is a tool. The app Waze is a tool for driving. A scanner is a tool, and this is a tool. Brandon from my team loves a good spreadsheet. Maybe he made them by hand back in the day. He's my age, and now he has Excel. And now his team member Lindsay didn't know when you had to make them by hand. And maybe there was like some quaint, I love to handcraft something. But what you shared was, without technology, dentists get exhausted. Without technology, dentists can't help as many patients. I mean, even when you use those patient engagement services you work for, I mean, they've been game changers for me. I'm old enough to where my team had to make 47 confirmation phone calls in a day, which was just a total waste of time, right? But it was all we had there. So now with Pearl, you're able to implement this. And, I think the wow factor of stuff for patients is important. I think we like the wow factor. I mean, you go to a Mexican restaurant, they make the guac table side, right? It's very wow factor. I never know why, but I'm always kind of wowed by it, right? They could make it in the back, but it's a bit of a wow factor. And these wow factors increase patient confidence. I don't know if you would agree with that or you've seen that with your clients.
Absolutely. In fact, for me, where this really hit home was my wife's a breast cancer survivor. She's doing well. We just finished her last set of surgeries. But a year ago, Paul, when we went in to go to the oncologist and we got the mammograms, the oncologist missed it. We're looking at black and white images. We're looking at black and white pixels. The oncologist missed it. So we did an ultrasound. They missed it. They said, there's something there, but it's not typical to what we see. And then he said, let's watch it. And I thought, there's no way we're watching it. So after a biopsy, it came back positive. And that's when it really hit me that we have this technology. We have the ability to have artificial intelligence act as that second set of AI eyes.
Yeah,
right?
I want to use that. The Dr.
I love it.
AI,
I love
AI
it.
eyes, because I think everybody wants that extra set of eyes as dentists for so many reasons. You want it on your bookkeeping, you want it on your daily reports, and now that you can have it on your x-rays, it's a true game changer. So now with implementing technology, it's fair. Dentists can get overwhelmed. They got to get a scanner, they got a CBCT, they got to do this. And now if this is a new thing to dentists, when they text Pearl to this number, 215-543-6454, what happens? Do they do a demo with your team? Do you jump on Zoom with them? What happens?
Yep. So we can schedule a Zoom meeting. Most of the time we can do this during a lunch break or when it's convenient. Does not take that long. I mean, our software is really designed to be very intuitive. So we can meet with you over lunch, 20, 25 minutes, depending on questions, walk you through and kind of show you how the AI will assist and also just help save time. It brings the team all together on the same page, especially as you have associates. It just helps everyone see what's going on in the mouth. The human eye, we have limitations, and this is gonna be able to really enhance day to day, but also show your patients what you're doing that is keeping you cutting edge, amongst all the other dentists out there.
Absolutely, Mike. Thanks so much for supporting us as a sponsor. Love using this in our practice. My brother's really enjoying it, and thanks so much for being here today.
Awesome, thank you.